The message from Mom lit up my phone as I reviewed acquisition proposals from my corner office overlooking the Manhattan skyline. Your father's 60th birthday is this weekend. Given the recent unpleasantness, we think it's best if you don't attend. The family needs peace, not drama. I let out a soft, bitter laugh and set the phone down. Unpleasantness. That was her polite way of describing how I exposed Ryan, my golden boy younger brother, for embezzling funds from the family business. Apparently, stealing was forgivable. Calling it out was the true betrayal. My assistant, Sarah, knocked lightly. Miss Carter, hangar lease renewals need your signature. I nodded, taking the paperwork. These were the same hangars my family used to park their private jet, the one they'd purchased through a shell company, never knowing they were buying from me. They still had no idea I owned Elite Wings, the aviation company I'd built from the ground up. I glanced back at my phone, checking the flight plan they'd filed, Caribbean vacation, scheduled to depart right after Dad's party. First class, paid for by money Ryan hadn't managed to steal. Sarah, I said, flipping to the Teterboro section of the leases. Pull up Hangar 7's agreement. She returned quickly. I scanned the clause I'd buried in the fine print. Elite Wings reserves the right to terminate hangar leases with 24 hours notice. Just business, we told them. Another text from Mom. Ryan and Jessica have planned something special. Please don't make this difficult. Of course they had. Jessica, our ever-graceful older sister, who had covered for Ryan's crimes. They were the peacemakers. I was the troublemaker. Funny how truth looks like drama to the guilty. I dialed our head of operations. W. Issue a termination notice for Hangar 7. Effective tomorrow. He hesitated. The Carter hangar? They've been with us since. Not anymore. I cut in, eyes on the framed family photo on my desk. Also, activate the jet's remote lockdown. The security protocol? That's the one. The security feature I'd insist to be installed in every aircraft we sold. Marketed as a safety measure, really a contingency plan. Sarah reappeared. Your sister Jessica is on line 1. Says it's urgent. I let it ring. Jessica only called when she needed something, money, favors. Last time, she was begging for a rush renovation on the jet's interior for a friend's wedding. I drafted a reply to Mom instead. Don't worry. I won't be at Dad's party, but you might want to double-check your flight plans for next week. Then I turned back to my proposals. I had an empire to run, even if my family still thought I was the disappointment who wasted her inheritance on a pilot's license and a business degree. My phone buzzed again. Jessica, probably panicking. Or Ryan, realizing his tropical escape was grounded. I didn't answer. The next morning, the call started at 7 a.m. sharp. Miss Carter, Sarah said through the intercom. Your father's on line 1. Your mother's on 2. Jessica's already called 6 times. I smiled. Put Dad through. His voice exploded through the speaker. What the hell is going on? Some company, Elite Wings, terminated our hangar lease. The jet won't even start. What a shame, I said calmly, watching our fleet take off across the river. Have you tried calling customer service? They said the owner canceled it. We've been clients for 2 years. Well, Dad, I replied. Maybe the owner doesn't appreciate being excluded from family celebrations. A pause. What are you talking about? Check your registration documents, I said. See who owns Elite Wings. Rustling. Silence. A sharp inhale. Alexander Carter. That's you. Surprise. I smiled. Turns out your disappointing daughter was building an aviation empire while you were defending a thief. This is outrageous. You can't do this. Actually, I can. It's all in the contracts. Maybe if you'd taken my business degree seriously, you'd have read the fine print. I hung up. Line 2 blinked. Mom again. Sarah appeared in the doorway. Jessica's in the lobby. She's insistent. Send her up, I said, standing. Time to face the music. Jessica stormed into my office, designer bag flailing. What did you do? We fly out tomorrow. I gestured to the seat across from me. Sit down, Jess. Let's talk about loyalty. Loyalty. She laughed. You're the one who turned Ryan in. For stealing millions. Which you helped cover up. He made a mistake. Family protects each other. I walked to the wall, my degrees and aviation licenses gleaming under the office lights. I protected the family, I said. You protected a criminal. She stood up, face flushed. You're just bitter we didn't include you. No, I said, meeting her eyes. I'm just no longer afraid to be the storm your peace is built on. Her mouth opened, but no words came. Enjoy your staycation, I added. I hear Manhattan's beautiful this time of year. They called it drama. I called it justice. The text from Mom arrived while I was in my corner office, skyline of Manhattan glittering behind me as I reviewed acquisition proposals for Elite Wings, my aviation company, though my family didn't know that. Your father's 60th birthday is this weekend. Given the recent unpleasantness, we think it's best if you don't attend. The family needs peace, not drama. I smiled coldly. The unpleasantness was me exposing my brother Ryan's embezzlement from the family company. Apparently, theft was forgivable. Telling the truth was not. My assistant, Sarah, tapped on the door. Miss Carter, hangar lease renewals need your signature. Hangar leases. The very hangars my family used for their private jet, the jet they bought through a shell company from me. They still had no idea I owned Elite Wings. I picked up my phone. My family's jet had a filed flight plan, Caribbean getaway right after Dad's party. Of course. Sarah, I called. Pull up the lease for Hangar 7 at Teterboro. She handed me the file. Right there in the fine print, Elite Wings reserves the right to terminate with 24 hours notice. I made one call. Terminate Hangar 7. Effective immediately. And the jet. Activate the security protocol. Ground it. Mom texted again. Ryan and Jessica planned something special. Please don't make this difficult. Ryan the thief. Jessica, the enabler. And me. I brought drama. My phone buzzed. Jessica calling. I let it go to voicemail. Instead, I replied to Mom. Don't worry, I won't ruin Dad's birthday. But you might want to double-check your travel plans. The next morning, 7 a.m., my office lines lit up one by one. Your father on line 1. Mother on 2. Jessica's called 6 times, Sarah said. Put Dad through. What the hell is going on? Elite Wings canceled our lease. The jet won't start. What a shame, I said smoothly. Have you tried customer service? They say the owner exercised a termination clause. Yes, I did. What are you talking about? Check the registration papers. Look who owns Elite Wings. There was rustling on the other end. Then a sharp inhale. Alexander Carter. That's you. Surprise, I said. Turns out you're a disappointment of a daughter built an aviation empire while you were busy covering up for Ryan. You can't do this. Actually, I can. And I did. As Mom tried again to call, Sarah appeared in my doorway. Your sister's in the lobby, insisting on seeing you. Send her up. Jessica stormed in, wild-eyed. What did you do? The Caribbean trip. Cancelled, I said simply. Consider it my birthday gift to Dad. A lesson in family values. She flinched. It was supposed to be peaceful. Peaceful, I scoffed. Like when you all laughed at my dream of becoming a pilot. Called it a hobby. Like when you helped Ryan cover up millions in fraud. She sat down, finally seeing me, really seeing me for the first time. You own Elite Wings. Have for years. All those jet renovations you begged for? That was me you were begging. Does Ryan know? He will. Probably right about now. I checked the system. His Elite Wings credit card had just been declined. Jessica's face fell. I'm sorry. Are you? Or are you just sorry the free rides are over? She had no answer. Sarah, I said, notify all Elite Wings partners. The Carter family is no longer authorized to charter with us. The next day, I sat watching the chaos unfold. Backup flights mysteriously canceled. Charter companies suddenly booked. Private helipad access denied. Mom texted again. Alexandra, this is cruel. I typed back. Cruel like excluding your daughter from her father's birthday? Or like covering up fraud? Then the office line rang again. Dad. This time I answered. Even the regional airline canceled on us. Did you buy them too? Yesterday. Along with your helipad and Jessica's backup charter company. Funny what a hobby business can do. How big is Elite Wings? Bigger than the family company. Even before Ryan stole from it. He was quiet. We were wrong about everything. Yes, you were. Sarah entered with a live feed. Ryan at the hangar, yelling at elite wing staff. He's threatening legal action, she said. Let him, I replied. I have better lawyers. Dad spoke again, softer. We can fix this, Alex. And my birthday? Did you plan to fix that? Or did family loyalty only matter when I had something you wanted? On my screen, the client list gleamed. CEOs, governors, even celebrities. That career you mocked made me a billionaire. Sarah stepped in again. Your mother's here. Security said she pushed past them. Send her in. Mom walked in, flawless as ever, desperation hidden under designer layers. This has gone far enough, she said. No, I said, meeting her gaze. I don't think it's gone far enough at all. I handed her a folder, Ryan's fraud, Jessica's cover-up, my empire's rise. Read it. Then tell me if excluding me was about peace or protecting lies. She took it, trembling. Now, if you'll excuse me, I said, turning back to my desk. The jets won't fly themselves. As she left, I pulled up the Caribbean forecast. Still perfect weather. But my family wouldn't be going anywhere. Not today. Not next week. Not until they learned the cost of dismissing the daughter they never saw coming. I picked up the phone. Get my lawyers on the line, I said. I've got a few more airlines to acquire, because sometimes the best revenge isn't just grounding their jets. It's soaring where they'll never reach.